we have Peaks, which is a competitive mountain climbing game, but it also does have a little bit of a cooperative negotiation aspect to it, which does keep players engaged even when it's not their turn. And the way this game works is that players are all different climbers with their own personal player board. You're going to be using this board to keep track of your stats and resources, as well as your cards, and even keep track of different upgrades that you can purchase by spending experience points throughout the game. The main board is going to be a map of the world, and there's going to be a bunch of different mountain cards that are going to be out on display, and players are going to be trying to visit these different locations of the world in order to gain access to those mountains and climb them in order to earn the rewards and the victory points earned at the end of the game. On a player's turn, they can perform one of three possible actions, with the first one being to prep by gathering different equipment or mountain passes that you might need in order to climb a particular mountain. Of course, another action you can perform is to rest, which will replenish some of your spent energy. And then, of course, the main action is to actually climb a mountain. And this is the really interesting one here because you'll be able to choose from any of the available mountains out on display. You're going to be moving your meeple to that location and then attempting to climb that mountain by spending the appropriate gear and energy required to do so. But the cool thing here is that you can actually invite any of the other players at the table, and if they accept to join you on that excursion, then that's going to be reducing the amount of energy required by each of the players involved. Climbing a mountain can reward players with experience points, which can be spent to upgrade your climber or even spent for other actions in the game, or you can also gain different bonus cards that will help you in various ways. Whenever you conquer a mountain, you also have the option to spend additional energy in order to put one of your flags out in that location. And of course, this is going to be helping you gain more victory points at the end of the game if you're able to do so. But some mountains are more difficult to climb than others, and they might have more dangers and more hazards that players are going to have to be aware of. And anytime that you're climbing one of those mountains, you might also have to roll some dice to determine your overall success. You'll definitely want to have some experience points or bonus cards available to you anytime that you attempt one of these mountains, because you can spend those in order to augment your rolls and make sure that you're getting a successful one. But the game continues like this, and the player with the most victory points at the end of the game wins. And if you want to check it out, I will have it linked in the description down below.